2 years ago, this is what the property looked like. It was thick and nasty and briars and vines, and you get back in the woods there, it gets dark. And we cleared it, and now we have a beautiful home and a beautiful little homestead started. And we're gonna show you guys what we've done, and we're gonna continue to show you guys our progress and projects that we've got coming up. And hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let us know what you'd like to see, and maybe we'll do some in-depth videos on what your thoughts are. Here's the brains of the operation. Hi, baby.
What about that? I don't know about brains.
Here's our non-filmer but editor. This is the first time for us, so we're excited. We don't do YouTube videos, but we are going to start. Had a lot of people interested in our garden and our farm and what we do on Facebook, so we're going to venture out to camera land.
A lot of people have said we should start a YouTube channel, and we're both very awkward and uncomfortable on camera, hence why we haven't done one before.
But we're growing. We're growing as people.
Our swimming pool.
This is the kids' swimming pool. Yep, we are high tech here, people. They were swimming in there today and muddied it all up.
Cute.
Hey, all right, cute. Very cute. Okay, hey, welcome to the homestead. We're gonna show you guys our garden. We've had lots of interest in the garden over our Facebook page, and we're gonna venture out and we're gonna show you all the gardens and what we've got going on and how we've done everything. We are blessed to have gotten this comfrey plant. This is future plant going into our gardens, or actually into our chicken pen. We're gonna cage it so the chickens can eat that. It's a high source of calcium for the chickens, for their eggs. We don't live in anywhere near the ocean, so oyster shell we have to buy, and we don't want to do that. So we're gonna use that and see how it works. Garden beds were made a year and a half ago. We had some pine trees on our property when we cleared the site for the house, and I had them milled at a friend's local mill. And so all the beds here are sourced from the property and built here at the house. What do we got here, my lady?
Strawberries and some echinacea that we missed when we moved it to the corner bed. So echinacea and strawberries, and this had potatoes in it, but not anymore. Strawberries and our asparagus bed. The goal is to make this one and that one asparagus next year.
Here's our basil bed that's rocking this year. Doing really good. We're excited.
I'm gonna make some pesto.
We got our chard bed, and we tried our hand at some onions this year, but we're still waiting to see how they do. But pepper beds, we can barely keep up on them. Our sweet bell peppers are not doing so hot. We don't know. They're straightening out, but all the leaves were
Curly
rika leaves. So I'm thinking maybe it was lack of water, or some kind of deficiency. Maybe someone out there knows. Here's our lonely cayenne.
I love that it made a little pepper though.
It's struggling. It's trying to stay happy. And then we have some more cayennes right here, and these are going to be our serranos. And there's a cool jalapeno back here, a mild jalapeno for the children. There's some baby bells starting in there. Here's the kids' playhouse. They all had a hand in building that, and that was a lot of fun. We had a good time with that. All sourced materials from the land, except for the posts. Posts were bought, and the lumber was milled. The stairs were built out of lumber that was milled, and the cedar poles were off the trees from the land. That was a fun project. Here's our hollyhocks. like I said, they must be 10 foot tall. Our girls are actually harvesting the seeds off these, and we are going to be having those for sale from the Homestead. So if anyone's interested in awesome hollyhock seeds and they want to support our girls' dream of seed saving and selling seeds and making a couple bucks for their ice creams, we all appreciate that. So here's our squash patch. These are what are these? These were the pumpkins that we planted. These have only been in the ground for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and they're hitting it hard. We got some watermelons, we got some butternut squash, we got some spaghetti squash in here, and they all are doing okay. Behind that we got our beets, and then we have a cucumber trellis I'll show you. Here we got some sunflowers. We had some bad soil here that when we built the project we had our burn pile here and we were burning the job materials. So we planted sunflowers here so they will actually extract the heavy metals and toxins out of the ground. And so we're trying to clean that bed. There's a happy little bumblebee. Those are our squash beds, and our beets are right over here. This was elephant garlic and regular garlic, and it is time to pull it.
And the elephant garlic was some variety from here. It's like a...
It was a friend of ours.
It's like an heirloom variety
that grew throughout many generations of his family, so we actually got to have a piece of it, and we have been cultivating it.
It's gonna stink later.
Here's our cucumber trellises that we built. Those were coming on good. We just picked them yesterday, and we've got one about ready. So here was our chard bed and our onion bed again, and this was our wall of tomatoes. We got Abe Lincolns, we've got large cherries, we've got purple Cherokees that are coming on strong. And we got a whole mess of Roma tomatoes so that we can can all the sauce this year for our kids' spaghettis and our spaghetti squash and all that deliciousness. I basically just put some cedar poles at the end of the bed, and I just ran some wire down to the cucumber trellis, and I just threw in little stakes at each plant, and it's doing very well. It was a trial. We were going to do the Florida weave method, and we've tried that before, and this just seems like my version of it, and I'm enjoying it much better. And those are tomatoes. And this bed right here, we've got green beans, and we've picked a bunch of green beans out of here, and we're just kind of babying it along right now because it wants to go. Further down the bed there we got our purple whole peas, and they're sending off nice little pods already, and we're getting excited about them. They're always fun to sit around and shell with the children. Here we got blueberries, which will be expanding down further, another row of blueberries next year. And then we got the start of an orchard. We got 4 fruit trees. We got 2 apples, Pink Lady, a Granny Smith, and we have 2 peach trees. Next year the garden's going to be expanding out past this deer fence, about 30 foot past that deer fence. So that's what we got going for this section of the garden. Here's another view of the garden looking up from the orchard towards the house. We like to keep everything in the backyard, close to the house, permaculture style design, I guess. And it's ease of picking and ease of getting to the compost. Kids like to play in the garden and run around through the flower beds. And we're just having a good old time with it. We sit out here every morning and have our coffee and just enjoy the critters out here and the bugs. But that's the garden tour, y'all. So I hope you guys all enjoyed our little Thunder Mountain Homestead garden tour, and we look forward to making a bunch more videos for you. Got a lot of projects coming up, so got some excitement. So we're gonna be filming that in the next few weeks and try to get a couple more videos out for you guys, and we enjoyed it. So that's the homestead, and I hope y'all enjoyed the garden tour, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.